Alright, so this is my sprint 2 for OnTheGoFridge. So what I achieved here was I added the uh, add item to the fridge functionality along with the update process. Along with that, the delete process. That way, in order for you to delete an item, you can now. And I can go ahead and I'll go ahead and go to the next thing. As a user, I want to be able to click the add button in the bottom right hand corner so that I can add an item. The user can long press or press the add button, otherwise nothing will happen. Once the user presses or long presses the add button, it should redirect them to the add item page. So we'll go ahead and display that right here. So as you can see, I already have an item added there. So I can press or I can long press, makes a difference. So we'll go ahead and let me pull up an image for it real fast. That one's probably not going to work. So we'll go like this, we'll restart it. There, that one will. So, oops. As a user, I want to be able to enter the information of the item into the boxes so that it can be saved into the app's Firebase database. The user must fill in the image URL box with something that starts with an HTTP. The user must type at least a 10-character long description of the item. The user must change the amount of the item to at least 1. The user must enter the barcode that is exactly 12 digits long. So as you can see here, I've already done the item description, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you what happens when it won't. So there, Alright. As a user, I want to click the Save button, and the stuff I've entered into the name, description, amount, and barcode areas of the Firebase database so that the data can be stored correctly. When the user clicks the Save button, it should automatically send the data to the Firestore database. On Firestore, the data should be added to the fridge item under a unique document ID. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you the. So here's the Firebase. As you can see, I've already got a couple items in there, but like this is Frosted Flakes and that one's Frosted Flakes, so it's not a gallon of milk. So I'll go ahead and I'll press save here, and as you can see, the great value gallon of milk was added, and it's also added up here. So what it displays who adds it. So this is your display name. So as you can see right here, it's my display name, and then the description and the amount that you have in there. As a user, I want to click the save button. If anything is entered wrong, the app should tell me so that I know that the information is correct. If a user enters the wrong, it will appear red with a hint of what to do. If the user entered a description that was too short or nothing at all, it will turn red and ask you to fix it. If the user entered nothing or left the amount at 0, it will turn red and ask you to fix it. If a user didn't enter exactly a 12-digit long barcode, it will flash red and require the user to fix it. So I'll go ahead and I'll show that. So I'll just go with HTTP. Okay, item name, I'll leave it blank. Description, there's 4. Amount, leave the same. So as you can see, all of these flashed red, giving somewhat of a name. So, alright. A user, I want to click an item in the fridge so that I can begin the updating process. When a user clicks an item, it should redirect him to the item's details page. The user must only click the item and not long press, otherwise the delete process will happen or will start. When the user clicks the save button, it should automatically send the data to the Firestore database. In the Firestore, the database or the data should be updated in the fridge collection under its unique document ID. The app should tell the user if any of the boxes were filled in correctly. So I'll go ahead and let's see. That's right here. So we'll go ahead and change it. Since I misspelled milk wrong, I'll go ahead and change that to a little I since it's a big I right here. And let's see, we'll get rid of the word white in here. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just show you what happens when you save it that way. So as you can see, now there's no white here, that changed there. As a user, I want to long press an item in the fridge to begin the deletion selection so that I can mark an item for deletion. When the user long presses an item, the delete icon should show up in the top right hand corner. If the user doesn't hold the press long enough, it will send the item's detail page instead. So like if I, instead of actually holding it down, I just clicked it. Now if I hold it down, delete icon comes up here. As a user, I want to click the items after a long press so I can add them to the delete list, and they should turn a different color so they distinguish them which items are being deleted. If the user tries to long press after the initial long press, the item will do nothing will happen. Once an item is clicked, its background should turn to blue in order to mark an item for deletion. If the user presses the add button, the delete process will be ended and the item's detail screen will appear. So I can go ahead and I'm trying to long press this and nothing's happening, or I can go ahead and just click it. And if I click down here, now if I come back, as a user, I want to click the delete button at the top right corner so that the items I selected are no longer there. If the user has no item selected, the delete button will not appear, so the user must have at least one item to delete. Once the delete button has been pressed, the item in Firestore should be removed from the collection. Once the delete button has been pressed, there is no way to reobtain the data that was deleted. So, go ahead and bring this back over. So this right here is our great value gallon of milk. So we'll go ahead, mark that one for delete, and delete. And now it's no longer there. So now it's only there is a Frosted Flakes cereal, which is in 2 different accounts. And of course, there's no way for me to get that data back. And that's it.